Alrighty then. Well, it is just about time for me to go. Today is the 40th, and obviously I'm back to my normal, my male drag, as I've heard it called. I don't necessarily know if that's a really good term for it, but back to the normal. I gotta go pick up my daughter. But I wanted to do as I was undoing myself, cleaning my face off and cleaning my fingernails off and everything. you know, it I appreciate, made me appreciate somewhat of what I'm trying to do here. I've not really had, I don't think the hormones, I don't think the estrogen is really, there's no visible estrogen, let's say. I think everything so far has kind of been the Spiro. Now, granted, I think the estrogen is, it's probably like a tap that's on a little bit and it's pouring into the pool or pouring into the bathtub. So, yes, it's filling up very slowly. Okay. So I think it's slowly building up, and it has a lot to do. Think about all the years and years that the estrogen was not there. Whatever. But it made me appreciate, as I was taking off my clothes to put on my t-shirt, and I could see where the body fat is moving. I mean, I can feel it right now. The foundation of what will be the breasts and everything. I'm sorry about my voice. I'm not used to, I gotta get it back into my throat instead of the top of my mouth. But anyway, where was I? Breast, changing clothes. I appreciate where I'm at. That's where I was. The changes that are happening are not going to say not undoable, but there will come a time. Hopefully, I think in the first video I said something about my face seemed a little different. I think it might just be my hair, but again, every day things change. Every day is another day. I used to find myself going, oh, I know my life is not going to be better once I transition or I start estrogen. It's not a magic, everything's better. It's just, it will be more tolerable. And I think that's kind of how I feel now. Even knowing that, with my mom coming to town and whatnot, and, obviously I'll be off with my daughter and my mom next week, I won't get my normal Tuesday, Thursday to myself day for 2 weeks, right? And that's pretty hard when you're not accustomed to, but I don't know. I got to take it one day at a time. Used to be I would hide, right? I used to hide. My mom would come to town, things would get put away and whatnot. And, these changes, they're a part of me. It's not something that can be hidden, Not that I want to hide it, but, again, these changes are happening. And, hopefully I will continue to grow and develop and practice my voice, hopefully. But again, every laser treatment is another treatment closer, and every day is another day. And, again, it's like, it felt so good. It feels so good knowing that, my little nubby breasts, they're with me all the time. That can't be taken away from me. That's kind of a nice, not necessarily incentive, but it's a reminder. And as time goes on, again, the more and more the changes are apparent, the more, I'm going to be out. And obviously one day you kind of cross a threshold when you'll be out for a while. I mean, for the rest of your life, right? Sorry, I got a cat walking around. But again, it made me think about, you know, as I felt, I could feel my body and how good that feels. How I appreciate, I like, I like me, you know. And I think maybe at the risk of making a generalization, I'll say all cis people, but it's not true. But, for your average person, I would assume kind of takes for granted they like who they are, Look at my body. It's like to be the person that I want to be and to be able to do it. It's amazing. I mean, it's wonderful. In the same token, to have to take that off like it's a mask, but it's not. But to have to hide that or deny that, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me to describe it. I think about when I look at myself when I'm dressed, kind of like I am right now as a male. Again, as time goes on, it's going to be harder and harder. I'm going to see more and more of the female me, me as female. And, obviously other people hopefully will too. I mean, society, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I guess what struck the chord with me was thinking about how the pain somewhat of having to draw that back in, like I'm so happy because I can dress how I want or I can act how I want. The norms, the gender, it's gender. It's what we think of male or female. And to be so free and expressive as we should be. But now I have to go pick up my daughter. I'm not out yet, right? I have to go interact with people. I have to reel that back in. I have to reel that back in. I have to draw it back into me. I can't be, maybe I can be, I don't know. But it's a pain. It's that suffering. But the good thing is, I know that it's only, yes, I need love. Oh, yes, puppy love. The good thing is that it is temporary, the reeling it in. There will come a time when I won't be reeling it in, and that's a plus. That goes back to my mom, and she always says, look at how far you've come, look at how far you've come. And it's true, look at how far I've come. And hopefully, if you're watching this, look at how far you've come. No matter what starting or stopping point you have, I mean, the fact that you're thinking about it or realizing it in yourself, look at how far you've come. Look at how far I've come. I don't know. Today I watched the first couple of videos again. I kind of had to laugh, but, this is part of the journey. It's part of the journey I'm on. Anyway, that's about it. Just wanted to, like I said, I was elated, but then I was saddened. I was elated actually. What happened is I took off my bra, that I, still have a stuff in the top part of it, but it's pushing me up. My body is filling in, where it needs to be. And so the bra's working. It's got stuff to move, right? And so I was elated. I was like, look at this, It's, even though it's teeny tiny, it's the future. It's whatever. And then it was like, but now I have to hide it, or, it's, but it's still with me. I don't know. It's weird, I don't know. The things we go through, right? That's what I was like, no, cis people don't have that, but I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's something. Oh, look at my nose. My nose is too big, or my forehead. I guess we all have it, but for transgender people, I guess it's on a different, it's on the next level. It's anyway. Well, I definitely need to go now. I'm definitely late, but till next time. Good luck. Bye. Bye bye.